Massive changes for the unlock for Apocalypse. And I know there is a lot of people are going to say that, well, it should be hard to unlock Apocalypse, but I've been playing on my baby account and it's becoming increasingly aware that some of the characters needed to unlock Apocalypse are somewhat outdated, and this new system will drastically change the method and ways to unlock Apocalypse from 23 characters down to 15 characters. We're going to go over the 15 characters that I'm going to be using on my baby account. Now, before we get into that, we're not going to talk too much about this in the video today about the situation around Captain Britain and Shuri. I will be making a dedicated video about that. I have a lot of things to say about that, and some good, some bad, but mostly ugly. Also, there's some issues with Sword Satellite, and they have put up 2 posts about that. But the first post said that it was going to end today, but it looks like that it's going to end Monday. And this will be about getting the milestones, which is fine. But the correct version that we should have got yesterday or the day before when they did the Sword leaderboard will come around Monday. And so that a new one will begin shortly after. So I guess it doesn't say Monday. It says shortly after. Also, we got Dark Diamonds on Black Knight. And most people I'm talking to are comfortable with taking Black Knight up to 2 diamonds with the Dark Diamond promotion credits. 9,000 seems a bit excessive. They are just now doing the auctions, the leaderboard events for Super Scroll. So I do think that Super Scroll is some time away. And then we have still not heard anything about Old Man Logan. In general, I'm not hearing a lot of people talking about upgrading Zombie Juggernaut. But for me, myself, I'm comfortable to taking Black Knight to 2 diamonds. And yes, Black Knight definitely is in the store. I've already done 1 diamond. So let's talk about the unlock Apocalypse. And so this is going to benefit new players. I'm sure there's going to be some players that just unlocked Apocalypse that are not going to be happy with this. I get that. But I think as far as the game going forward and a lot of these characters becoming less and less important, some of these changes needed to happen. The Marvel Strike Force landscape continues to evolve. And as it does, we review our content to adapt the changing needs. With all of this in mind, and to ensure players enjoy the challenge of recruiting Apocalypse, we're updating the Apocalypse Saga trait requirements. Please note that gear tier and ISO 8 requirements remain the same. And then it says, here are the updated trait requirements arriving soon. So no date on this. I don't know if soon means by Friday or what. So here's the main thing is that, there's the sagas and the missions for each of the horsemen. And before it required the entire Darkhold team, but now it has been boiled down to Mystic and Morgan Le Fay. So when I'm looking at all of the Famine Unlock Saga, the War Saga for Red Hulk, and the Death Seed Saga, basically going to have to take Archangel, the Horsemen's all the way up. And the reason why that's important is that Archangel, Rogue, Red Hulk, Morgan Le Fay will satisfy requirements later as we look at the final Apocalypse requirements. And we're going to skip down through the hard, through the heroic, and go right to the last one, which the main goal here is to get a big boy Apocalypse. Mystic at G17 and T2 ISO level 5, so that's blue ISO level 5. And to go to gear tier 17, the characters have to be at level 990 to do that. Now, Mystic at G17. So here's the thing about that is as we look down further, in the past, it required Kestrel, Deathpool, and Weaver, and they changed that to the 3 Marvel Strike Force originals. So here's going to be my plan for that first part with Mystic, and it is going to include the Mystic originals as a part of that plan. Spider Weaver, Vol, Morgan Le Fay, and Deathpool. And that'll satisfy 4 of them. The 5th slot, I'm inclined to do Noir Noir was quite excellent in Dark Dimension 7. Other people may consider doing Dormammu, Doom, or even Ghost Rider, but I'm really liking the Spider Society, and I'm thinking that that is going to be the best bang of my buck for this Mystic section right here. Second part, Unlimited, which is going to be Mutant at G17, same thing. Now, what I'm going to do here is that Rogue and Archangels are mutants and they're required anyways. So let's just use them, right? And then I think Old Man Logan is going to be a no-brainer if you have him. And then the other two can be Nightcrawler and Gambit. A lot of people are talking about using Apocalypse. You know, you get the baby Apocalypse, take the baby Apocalypse up to Gear Tier 17, Blue ISO 5, and then you could use Apocalypse instead of Gambit. And the other reason why you might want to consider doing that is that there is some overlap between Nightcrawler and Gambit's unique. They have the same unique. Next part is Bio, and so that is going to be Red Hulk. And again, I'm thinking that Spider Society is going to be the way to go. And so Ghost Spider, Peter B. Parker, Pav, Red Hulk, and then in the last slot, you can do something like Void Knight. If you happen to have Super Scroll, you can do Super Scroll. Other people have suggested using Nova, but I like using Void Knight. So the general plan here is to go Spider Society. Spider Society has been really great in Dark Dimension 7. So the idea is that, you know, you do Dark Dimension 4, Dark Dimension 5, maybe then you get Apocalypse. You know, it's like Dark Dimension 5.5, then you do 6 and 7. So a lot of these teams and characters will help along that journey as well. Then the Death Seed part is mutant, so that is going to mirror the other part that we talked about earlier, the Unlimited part. It's going to be the same requirements. Then right here, it's going to be 3 MSF originals. So there's currently 4, and Kestrel really doesn't fit into the overlap here. So that's why I'm thinking using Weaver, Vol, and Deathpool. So Kestrel is kind of left out. Then on the last stage is going to be any G17 and Morgan Le Fay. And then the last stage will be Rogue, Archangel, and any of the characters. So in short, to summarize it, I think this gets, it's the Horsemen plus 1 Mystic, 4 Bio, and 3 Mutants. And then the 3 original characters, all 3 Mystic, and that will be a total of 15 characters, where before it was 23. I think these are pretty good changes. I think this will make the path of doing the Dark Dimensions more logical. For me, my baby account, I'm just finishing up Dark Dimension 4 right now. I was going to do 5. I was going to skip Apocalypse and get Super Scroll before Apocalypse. Now I think I can do it in that order. Dark Dimension 4, Dark Dimension 5, Apocalypse, which is 5.5, and then go 6 and 7. Seems to be the logical path. Let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye for now.